Yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 201 of Splinterlands 101. Joining us again, co-host the show, finest gentleman who ever lived, chairman of the DAO, etc., Matt Clark.
Howdy, howdy.
So, yeah, we're expecting Gio today, but it looks like he's running a little bit late, so hopefully he'll just pop on at some point. I'm back in Guadalajara. And actually wanted to share, we were just talking earlier with the map, interestingly. So I was in, where I was at Lago Atitlan, which is where we recorded from last. It's quite a distance from the actual city. So it's like a 5-hour car ride to the city of Guatemala. And from Guatemala, I wanted to return back to Guadalajara, Mexico. So from here to here. And I had, there was nothing direct at the time I wanted to leave. And I was also had the prices listed chronologically as well, cheap to expensive. So I was looking at the cheapest flights and I had 3 options. I could fly from Guatemala to Panama City, wait here 2.5 hours, and then get a flight from here to Guadalajara. Or the second option was exactly the same, but wait here for 10 hours. And the third option was to fly from Guatemala to Cancun and wait there for 10 hours before flying. So I took the quickest option, but just interesting on the map, we're going, look how far backwards I had to fly from Guatemala City to Panama City to then be able to fly direct to Guadalajara. So, yeah, arrived back here about 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And yes, I woke up normal time on Thursday despite getting in 1 o'clock in the morning, and everything seemed normal. But then today I actually slept right through to 1:40 in the afternoon. So it's like that was my recovery now from traveling is great. I love traveling, as you know, but it's always nice to get back because it is pretty exhausting. And that month in Cusco, at that altitude, yeah, I think a little bit of stress on the lungs. So it's good to be back at normal altitude without having like things. I got a bunch of video though from Guatemala that I have to sort through.
I would love to see some footage of that Hive Hub there.
Yeah,
Blackcoins is running. I think that's really cool. I love the vibe of Guatemala. I love how close it is to El Salvador. Like that whole area is really, El Salvador's receptivity to crypto, Bitcoin specifically, has just been going gangbusters. They're really flying.
I can't remember if I sent you the photo or not. There's a Bitcoin machine at Guatemala Airport.
Yeah.
There's 3 ATMs. There's 2 bank ones and there's a Bitcoin ATM.
Yeah. Brilliant. And I'd love to see that grow. But it seems Central America's just saying, you know what, let's be a tourist hub. Let's attract the crypto folks. Let's be smart about this. And El Salvador's kind of leading the way. But I think I remember hearing that Nayib Bukele, the president there, is building a coalition with Guatemala, with Honduras, to say we're going to do a free trade zone. We're going to be our own economic powerhouse and combine those countries together and maybe have visa-free travel, or I'm not sure what direction it's going, but that's sort of like a European Union type deal where they pull together, but hopefully to reduce complexity for the common man and really attract people to come and live there.
Yeah. And even the town, I was actually just bring this up on the map as well, San Marcos. Let's bring this back up. All right. So this is here, the lake, Lago Atitlan, and as you can imagine, the roads around the mountains here, mountain roads is always pretty tricky, steep hills. So to travel from these towns here everyone does it by boat. It's just boats going back and across. And actually, where did I go? Just go San Marcos.
Oi! Sorry, just yelling at the dog.
Yeah, this is not
Should have.
the right place. One sec. Where did I go wrong on the map? Okay, must be another San Marcos because yeah, we're not there. We're at Lake Atitlan. But yeah, you have these just tiny little towns all the way around, and where I was staying was like 10 minutes from one end of town to the other. And in the town, there's one abarrotes or store type thing, general store, that had an ATM and also Bitcoin ATM.
Yeah.
And you can walk from town one end of town to the other in 10 minutes.
It's great. You love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess there's a few people who are, because they commented like, when do we get our prizes? And it's like, the winners will be announced on the next show. So they're probably sitting there going, well. So
should we make them wait till the end, or we'll rip the band-aid off?
Yeah. So I'm going to announce the winners, and I'll give the prizes away live on the show as well. So
Fantastic.
Let's just get to Splinterlands. Okay. All right. So let's start with the plots. There we go. So the winners of the land plots, in no particular order, just made a list, are Druid's Blood. So let's do that one.
Very common name, Druid's Blood. You want to come on the show? You reach out to us. We'd love to have you on as a guest. We've seen your name for years.
Yes, he's a regular comment on the show. Let me just check the spelling on that. Druid's Blood. Yep. So Druid's Blood. One plot and send.
It was great fun last week, seeing all the guys.
The specified recipient is not a valid.
I think the space between Druids and Blood is the problem.
Yep. Yeah,
I wasn't it's a little bit small on my screen, but it did look like there was a space there.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, my bad. Yep. All right. Let's try that.
Yeah, it was great to see everyone having so many people on, and then just at random buck coins is like, hey man, what about this? It's like, yeah, that's good. Just the right amount of random. Really good fun chat last week.
Because D-City, of course, used to have catastrophes and random stuff. But there was one comment on, I think it was on YouTube. Someone said, we don't need natural disasters in the game. We already have bear markets, which is quite good. All right, second plot goes to Slick Move. I'm guessing it is, but I'm going to copy and paste this because I made sure I got them right when I put them on the list. So I guess Slick-Mov, Slick Move, I'm guessing, like make a slick move. But congratulations, one plot. Success. And the next one is someone we all know and has actually been a regular guest on the show. Bling It.
Love me some Bling It.
These I'm thinking like, wow, there's some regular commenters and so, but they watch the show, right? So I guess that they were quick to watch and reply. So congratulations to Bling It.
Good on her.
Okay. And next was a stack, I guess, as in a stack of cards or a stack of coins. A stack, one plot.
Speaking of a stack,
Yeah.
I bought those Steam branded silver rounds, which I bought them in 2017, and they were, I think, $17.50 or $18 each. Silver just hit $80 an ounce Australian.
Wow.
I've been watching the spot price, so yeah, $80 $80 to $81 an ounce Aussie, and that was only, what was that? 2017 was 8 years ago. So in 8 years, the value of silver has got, well, the dollar has devalued to that degree, right? So we'll say $18 up to $80 in the space of more than quadruple in the space of 8 years, and that's just the Aussie dollar becoming more and more worthless.
Yeah, it's like that graph, like Bitcoin going up and up over time. It's not Bitcoin's just going flat. It's a currency that's going down,
dollars,
down, down.
Yeah, Bitcoin's got no ceiling because the dollar has no floor. I didn't mean to interrupt. It's just you mentioning a stack, and I'm like, yeah, a stack. Yeah, my stack is.
Your apology should be to Guy Man, not to me, because he is the next and the final winner of a plot of land.
Well, he is a regular attendee at our meetups, and he's probably one of my very, very oldest acquaintances. Our parents were friends when we were growing up. So, Guy Man, much love, mate. Always great to see you and kill a dragon at our meetups.
All right, so that is the 5 plots of land. Next, we also had 5 alchemy packs to give away, and the rule was like one plot, because one person actually went through and answered like pretty much everything. It was like, no, you only get one plot per person. But then we reset for each of the prizes that we did randomly through. So we now have 5 alchemy packs to give away, and it's the same. Four of them are to the same people. We have Bling It, A Stack, Slick Mov, Guy Man, and then there's one other person, Sudion. Let me just copy that. So alchemy packs. Sudion, I'm guessing that's the correct way to pronounce it. So we send that. Congratulations, Sudion.
Thanks, Yabba, for throwing us some prizes to distribute to viewers.
Yes, thank you to the crew at Splinterlands. Bling It gets one. A Stack again gets one. And if you get anything decent in here, do take a screenshot or something and let us know. We'd love to see that. And Slick Mov again. That's one. Oops. What did I do wrong there? No C. Lucky that there isn't another one there. No, that would have just cost myself a pack. Slick Mov. Yeah, there we go. And Guy Man. Guy Man gets one. Alrighty. Then we had 20 CA packs, the standard Conclave Arcana packs to give away, and each correct answer got 2 packs. So we have 10 of those to do.
Nice.
And starting from the top. First one was, again, Bling It. She's not on my list. That's interesting. Even though Guy Man is. Wonder how that works.
And if you start with the B, you might find she pops up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bling It.
Weird.
1.
Isn't it 2?
Yes. Thanks, Matt.
I should have said something. It was just you typed in 1 and then straight away hit it. I didn't have a chance to jump in and interrupt you.
So 2 Conclave Arcana packs. Congratulations. Next is A Stack. A Stack 2. Next is Baby Beaver. Baby Beaver, 2 packs. And Slick Mov again. Slick Mov, 2 packs. And next is Guy Man.
We had him on twice, I reckon, Guy Man.
I think he has been on twice, yeah.
I'm just looking. Bling It posts some cool stuff. She's doing an art challenge, paint every day challenge. So she just posted day 14 yesterday. So she's there doing stuff and getting engaged, which is always great to see.
Next is, how would you say that? Bad Ukes? Bad Ex or?
Bado. It's French.
Bado, yeah, of course. Bado, 2 packs. Congratulations.
Probably pronounced like chateau. I think the X on the end makes it plural.
And next is Richie, 18. Oops. Richie, 18. It's 2 packs. Congratulations. And next is something like Jai. Gets 2 packs.
Man, there's so much going on in Splinterlands. Just browsing through the Splinterlands, topics and communities and my own personal feed. There's just so much going on. Beaker's just posted about the Splinterlands Grand Prix Battle for the Crown. Not sure what that is, about streamers. Have to have a look at that. There's just so much happening.
And next is a bit of a play on words for Kyle, I'm guessing. Gets 2 packs. With the 3 substituting the E. I'm guessing that's Kyle.
Yeah, he's been around forever. He's done all sorts of stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah, Kyle's been. That name's... I don't think I've seen... I don't think I've attached a face to it, but yeah, Kyle's been at least back to the Steam days.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
And the last one, Abigineers, 2 packs. Next. Okay, so there was 2 points during the show as well where I said first 5 people to comment a certain word wins packs. So all up, that was for 10 Chaos Legion packs, and only 6 of those 10 were claimed. So what we'll do is at the end of this episode, we'll give away the 4 that weren't claimed. We'll think of something. And there was another comment too on YouTube, like the way that I did it this time, I guess I hadn't given it that much thought. Like, no, the first person to comment, the first person to do this, doesn't take into account time zones. So during the episode, the chairman of the DAO will think of a fair way to distribute the 4 remaining unclaimed Chaos packs.
Deal, you're on.
All right. And the winners were Slick Mov, Guy Man, Bling It, Slick Mov again, because each of the 2 were separate. I said the first 5 people to comment both times. Kyle again, and Adjut J1. So let's quickly do those. Slick Mov and Guy Man. Whoops, no, we're not going to open 200 packs. There we go. Slick Mov, 1 Chaos Legion pack. Guy Man, 1 Chaos Legion pack. Bling It, 1 Chaos Legion pack. Slick Mov, I should have just sent him 2 at the Slick Mov, 1 pack. Because the first one, I said the first 5 people to comment Buckcoins, so that was the first ones we did. And the second one was the first 5 people to comment Flywheel. Or it was the other way around. Can't remember. All right, Slick Mov, Kyle again. KYL3. KYL3, yeah. Chaos Legion pack.
While you do that, for those not in Australia who are fascinated by our wildlife,
one to go.
You're right.
I've
got a blue tongue.
One. Whoops,
I got a blue tongue lizard in my backyard.
Ah, okay. You're going to get a photo?
Well, yeah, it's struggled to get a photo. There's a few online that are probably better than I could get, but he's like 4 meters from me at the moment, just out there, and he's been sunning himself on my path. And then there's an old pallet of pavers that he's been sort of hiding under from my cat. But yeah, for those not in the know, blue tongue lizards sort of fairly longish. I think they're officially a skink, but they've got a really blue tongue on them, and they're pretty. I mean, they're harmless. They just eat bugs, and they're not venomous or anything like that. But it's always a nice time of year when you see blue tongues out and breeding and all of that. Sometimes you see some little ones. So yeah, good fun. But he's only a few meters from me, just over there. Yeah, so good fun, good time of year. Are you done with the prizes then?
Yeah, so
Bob?
Congratulations to all the winners.
Yes.
5 plots of land, 5 alchemy packs, 20 standard packs, and 10 Chaos Legion packs. There's still 4 unclaimed that we'll give away at the end of this episode.
Talk about, yeah, lovely. Yeah, we can talk about that in the break. So thanks for doing that, Bob. Thanks for organising all that and sending out those prizes. I think what I might do, a bit of a change of pace, but I had a message from somebody the other day, and I won't name them, just because, I like to keep my DMs private. There's nothing controversial or anything. But he said to me, hey, in Splinterlands 101, you said we own the cards. I saw a post on X about how we really don't own them because the cards aren't really NFTs and they sit on a Splinterlands server. How would you respond to that, and is that fixable? If the team walked away and closed up shop, could the DAO survive? Could we really keep the game going? I'm hopeful, but I don't have anything tangible to say yes to that. And I replied to him and sort of went into a bit of detail and sort of gave a bit more of a layman's perspective on it, which is, I can't code my way out of a brown paper bag, but I sort of understand the concept. So I'm thinking what I might do just in the show now is read my response to him, because I think it sort of went some way to clarifying that in his mind, and he said it really helped. So I might just do that, and then those who are like on the fence and not quite sure how it all works, so I'll just read you the reply that I made to him. So I sent him a picture of one of his cards and of Peak Monsters, and said, here's your acid shooter, and here's the token ID, the actual identifier token ID. And I said, the Hive blockchain will let your account transfer that token ID to another account. No other accounts can move that token ID, only your account. If the only person who has the keys to your account is you, then you own that token ID. Yabba can't move it, the witnesses can't do it, and technically if 17 of the top 21 decided to collude to do it, they could, but they've been specifically chosen by the community for their unwillingness to do so. So that's the whole point, is that you own the token ID. The blockchain records that you own that token ID. And I've said, so that is all, though. The art for the card and the stats and abilities are all on Splinterlands servers, not on the blockchain. If Yabba threw in the towel or ran out of money, the record of who owns what, token IDs, is still on the chain, and unless Yabba, Dave McCoy, etc., attack the DAO through legal means, like for copyright infringement, for example, the DAO could just take over running the game. The SPS token used to just live on Splinterlands servers, but now the validator network's taken that over, so Yabba can't just decide to give himself 1 billion SPS, just like he can't take your card. You can't take your acid shooter, that token. So that was the idea. So Yabba's been removing himself from control the whole time, right? That's been his whole focus, so that either the individual controls it or the collective group, the DAO. So I said, TLDR, if the company hits the wall for whatever reason, the DAO is perfectly capable of continuing the project. Ironically, it could be really good for the game. So Steam had a heap of power and influence, and then after the hard fork, Hive was far more decentralized than Steam could have ever been. The same would be true if the company flamed out, Splinterlands. People who avoided the game because it's currently too centralized would potentially be drawn to its new decentralized nature, and that's why Yabba keeps talking about how he's basically just a contractor to the DAO now. The future of the game isn't in his hands. He's just the expert consultant contractor that we currently use to design cards, abilities, and rule sets and host the servers running the game. If he wanted to kill the game maliciously and destroy the value of his own in-game assets, he could do it. He could tell everyone it's over. He could say the sky's falling. He could refuse to give the DAO any of the code or permission to use the art. He could basically tank the market and take almost everything with him and leave the DAO floundering, but that's not in his nature, right? That's not something that he would ever do. The real concern would be what would happen if he just ran out of money, right? And if he ran out of money, that's a different scenario. If he just ran out of money and wound up the company, he'd just give the DAO the nod, and we could either run the servers ourselves or contract it out to a different company, Cryptomancer Inc., or something like that. So that was sort of the summary of how it all works. And I think understanding that, it goes a long way to reassuring people that, okay, this is somewhere that you do want to invest, because you don't need to be too crazy concerned about the viability of Splinterlands Incorporated, the company. What's Dave McCoy doing? Is he got his quarterly spreadsheets all lined up and all of his ducks in a row and all that? Because ultimately, they are just the contractors that the DAO is using at the moment. And it's a bit like a parent. I see Yabba as being like the father who's had this project, and now he's trying to make it independent. Right? That's your point. That's your whole role as a parent. Is you want to have the kid, but you want to remove yourself. You want to make yourself redundant when you're a parent. You want to remove yourself over the course of that 18 years that you're raising them, to the point where at the end of it, you're just decorative in their life. Like, they don't need you anymore. And if you've done a really good job, then they're completely self-sufficient, independent. They don't need you anymore. You can basically be friends. And that's what Yabba's been trying to do from the outset, when it was finding the right chain to build his game on, and then the SPS validator stuff. So constantly trying to add new tokens into the validator network, constantly handing off more things to the DAO to pull himself out of that position of power, so that it doesn't matter what happens with Yabba. Just like if your plumber that you like to call goes kaput, goes belly up because he took on too much debt or something, well, you just call a different guy, right? So the DAO could just go, well, Splinterlands, they struggled, they hit the wall. That's all right. We'll just contract out to somebody else. So there'd be plenty of organisations putting their hand up to say, hey, we'll run the game for you. You pay us. It's too soon.
Alrighty. So, anything else you want to add beyond the explanation with the ownership of the cards, or did you want to? How's the chairman bounty coming along?
Chairman's bounty's going well. Thanks for the segue. I've had quite a lot claimed. We've got who was it? Samwise G is an absolute monster. He keeps claiming bounties. We got J Pair claimed one by poisoning Affliction, as in Affliction, the account name. So we've had different rule sets. We got Snowboarder Pete beat Affliction with Affliction, Juice Crypto, and yeah. So look, there's been a lot of activity in the Chairman's Bounty channel, but some of the guys who've claimed bounties now are enjoying that big delegation, 50,000 or 100,000. We've had a couple who've claimed a higher level bounty and been bumped up from 50 to 100. So I'm only having one active at a time, just so I can. I don't want to say, oh, you can claim this one and this one and this one, and then one guy's got 300,000 SPS delegation, and also then I've got to track when do each of those expire and all of that. I just want to look at my list, and whoever's over 60 days, I said 50, but I make it 60 to be safe. Just undelegate. It's a much easier way to do it. So for me to track. So those people who have a delegation, they are then not in. Really, they're not out there looking to claim more bounties for the short term. I mean, if you're 10 days in and you claim a bounty, then by all means, I'll just restart the. I'll just bump it up by one, and that will reset by one SPS. That'll reset the clock, and then I can, you basically get your 50 or 60 days starting over again because you've claimed again. So the guys who are hungry to fill those bounties, once they've done that, then they're kind of not really engaging with it too much more because their bags are full, right? So then there's more opportunity for other people to get in there and do it. So the pinned posts in the Splinterlands Discord Chairman's Bounty channel, check the pinned posts and you'll see the list of active current bounties. I unpin them when somebody takes one out, when somebody claims it, and I'll generally then ask that guy, hey, how do you? I want to keep the same victim. I'll ask him, how do you want the next guy to take him out? So that they are changing as well when one gets claimed. So if you don't particularly have the cards or the know-how to claim a specific bounty, keep an eye on it day to day, because maybe somebody's claimed a bounty and now there's that same victim has a different type of bounty on his head. So keep an eye on that. Check the pin posts. If you're going to sit down and have a session for an hour or so, scan through, note all the names, right? Just note all the names. Now, if you come up against one of them, you say, oh, this is my opponent, then go, oh, quick, I'll go and check Discord, right, before I submit a team. I'll go and check Discord. How do I need to beat him? Is this rule set and mana cap conducive to beating him? And if you do that, and post about it on the Chairman's Bounty channel, you're sorted. You're good. You get a delegation, and that could be 50,000. It could be 100,000 SPS, and it's there for, like I say, 50 days. I'm basically leaving them all to go about 60 days, 2 months, before I undelegate. And I've only just started undelegating now for people who won, who claimed the very first bounties. So otherwise, yeah, my only other real thought is that I would like to beat you vigorously around the head and neck in Little League.
Okay, all right. So let me enable screen sharing.
There's a challenge.
Have you accepted?
I have, yeah. Might just refresh. I did see the challenge and I clicked view.
Okay. So I'm still seeking opponent. So let me refresh. It still says seeking opponent.
That's weird, because it shouldn't say seeking opponent because it's a challenge. It should say waiting response
I'm
or
going
something.
to cancel.
Yeah, I've just refreshed a couple of times.
Okay.
Now, those running a validator node, I believe we had a bit of a hard fork. I'm not sure if it was a unintentional thing, but there's a chatter about it in the Splinterlands Discord. So, if need be, get in there and have a look. I have CTR PCH running my node for me, so I'm not really across what happened there. But I know there was an update, and it's possible some people missed the window to run the new version.
Did you accept this one?
Yes, I've just accepted it now. Oh, there we go. I wasn't getting the keychain pop-up. I think that's the problem.
Because I'm still seeking opponent.
Yeah, I've just
had to
log into keychain to give permission because I'd refreshed. All right, let's do this thing. All right. I always know what I would like to play in Little League. It's my favourite.
Okay.
My favourite ploy in Little League is scavenge. I just scavenge my little heart out because normally health's so low that scavenge cards just benefit so much. And normally it's a bit of a bloodbath Little League because there's so you tend to get a lot of deaths quite early, and scavenge adding health to your team really tends to help your team. So between my scavenge and your shock trooper zapping all your guys, I think this will be me.
Mm-hmm. But my shock trooper is going to make a kill every turn. Until you...
He will. He will. Well, not quite, because the spirit. What's my spirit guy? My second has divine shield, and
okay.
by the time he gets through my first two cards, actually he won't, because Leona Natura is going to give another 1 health to my Biceratops there.
Yes.
So yeah, I feel like by the time you get through to my vulture and then my plague doctor, what's he called again? I'm blanking
Dr.
on his
Blight.
name. Dr. Blight, of course. By the time you get through him, through to them, I think you're going to have done too much damage to your own health, and my scavenge will have done too much good to my own.
Yeah.
We'll wait and see, though, I guess.
Alrighty. That's the divine shield gone. Shock trooper will take him out. Ooh. All right, redemption.
Yep.
Yeah, this is over.
Scavenge is so strong in Little League, man. I won't use it again today because it's broken strong. Because you think about how much more it would take for you to get through now.
Yeah.
12, 11, 6, 6. Even it doesn't matter if you're doing a bit of thorns damage, bit of reflected damage. It's just so strong because it's Little League and scavenge just go hand in glove.
Yeah.
What's going on here? Wait. Hit the challenge. But yes, I won't use that strategy again because it's OP. 14 mana. Everything available except fire.
Wow.
You know I love my Ulfgar.
Yeah, and PJ as well for the
Yeah, for the
low
man.
mana.
That's a rare card. There are only 90 of those printed. The Prince Julians, and I think there was only one or two with gold foil. I wonder where the gold foil Prince Julian ended up.
If you have the gold foil Prince Julian, let us know.
yeah, or if you know where it is, we could probably look it up on Peak Monsters.
Yeah.
There was one, maybe two. I don't remember because it was what was the other one? Oh, Archmage Arius was the other 90 run. For those who aren't aware, we used to have different potions that you'd get, and there was one that would give you a chance at a daily draw, and the daily draw would be to win one of these 90 limited edition cards. And there was Shinlo part of? No, Shinlo was part of a Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, PJ and Archmage Arius. So there were only ever 90 of them printed at max level, and my mate 007 had 5 of the Archmage Arius at one point.
Wow.
Yeah. And I remember this PJ I moved on to Wax when we were incorporated, when we were cooperating with Wax, because it was going to be it was actually the first, the mint number was decided by which cards were moved from Splinterlands to Wax and in what order. So because there weren't many PJs, I thought I'll quickly transfer this PJ to Wax, and I got mint number 1 on Wax. I actually had it listed for $5,000 for a while, but didn't get any takers. And then as interest was rising, because this was a long time ago, and there was a sudden boom in interest. Then I actually went, yeah, you know what, I don't want to part with it for $5,000, so I took it down before I could. I delisted it before anyone could buy it because it was heading in that direction. So yeah, I'm glad I've got him. And anytime it's Silent Summoners, PJ is an easy choice, right? Because he gives you all of the cards, and he's only 2 mana to bring in, and it's not like he does any abilities. So I think this is me because I always think it's me when I've got Ulfgar. You've got a bit of triage there and a bit of strengthen. You do have affliction and dispel, which could be a problem for me, but I don't think your guy who does affliction and dispel is going to be alive long enough to apply it to my Zenith Monk. That's the big concern. If he afflicts my Zenith Monk, then it's game over for me, but I think he's going to die before he can do that.
Right.
Especially because I don't think triage is going to heal him. I don't think your back card's triage will apply to the tank.
I don't think
it only applies to cards in the back. Bit of life leech there, but the poison. Is he going to afflict? No. There it is. So you had a 50-50 then. Had you afflicted, you might have been beaten me, because then I wouldn't have double heal on the Zenith Monk. But now I've got the Wood Nymph and the Monk healing the Monk. You did get a shot in, so it was a coin toss. It is funny when you've watched so many matches, and you're just like, you can play it all out in your head how it's going to look. It's just become second nature. I do miss it. I do miss battling in Wild, but then it just means I look forward to seeing you guys and doing these challenges. All right. What other strategies shall we run with? All right. I'm not crazy confident, but you got to take a risk sometimes, you know. So we've both gone phase.
Yeah.
I don't think you've sped yourself up enough. You got 2 slows on there.
Yep.
Which is good. I got 2 slows and 2 swiftness. I think I'm going to be too quick. You do have enrage there on your werewolf, so he might get a bit fast, but he's got to get through her armor. It's more the magic attackers that I worry about with my girl in front there.
Yeah.
I think it's me.
And I brought a bit of cleanse in just in case you brought Ofga back.
Yeah. I'd like to mix it up a bit more than that, but good. Good theory. You got the tank heal. You got the protect. I'm mostly going magic where I am attacking, but it's mostly the backfire I expect to do the damage there. You trying to hit that girl in the front and her just firing everything back. Continuum seer. I don't have any speed from the summoner though. Normally when I do this I'm playing with Yasik, who gives me +2, and really like that extra +2 to speed really helps me get over the line. Yeah. So I had to absolutely prioritize slowness and swiftness here to try to get ahead of you speed wise. Your third card there worries me because she has 5 speed. That's faster than I'd like. She's the concern for me now.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have a heap of health, so if she misses a few times, she's yeah. All right, let's just play. I think it's me, but I wouldn't be surprised if you win this one. You got any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, for all the damage she could do, it's like end of the day, she's only got 2 health, and with rust on a shield there as well.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I lose this one, it'll be because of your third card.
Okay, let's see. Whoa. Wasn't expecting my tank to go like that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the speed isn't just to help her dodge. The speed is also all of my cards go before any of yours, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and somebody took her down. But I think the damage is already done.
Yeah, too little, too late.
Yeah. She held off for long enough to. Yeah, high risk, high reward with that continuums here. But gee, it's satisfying for someone to just swing at you all day and hit nothing but air. Yeah. And they take damage. They take damage every time they try. She is such a good fun play. Fun for me, obviously, not fun for the other guy. That whole frustration when you look at all the
12 mana, jeez.
Oh, and my favourite 12 mana play I can't do because there's no earth available. All right.
So this strategy has
You're
never
getting
worked.
teams in.
Has never worked before. But I'm going to try it again.
You're getting teams in nice and quick there, Bob.
Yeah, because I've got an idea of what I want to do. And the good thing of these challenges is you can try stuff that you might not be willing to risk in a brawl fray, like because you've got a responsibility to win.
Yeah.
But here you can just try different stuff.
Yeah. Well, I had to bring Shinlo up against you because you have a Shinlo.
Yeah.
So I think beating somebody who has a Shinlo with a Shinlo is always going to be fun. I don't like my chances though. I think your shock troop is going to be too strong here.
Yeah.
And a bit of scavenge there from your second card's going to keep her alive.
Yeah.
And Alfredo is Alfredo in the back, the gladiator with true shot.
Yeah, and close range. So even if he makes it to the front, he still gets to go.
And he's going to be pumping rounds into my rift wing.
Yeah.
And okay, if I take out your shock trooper, so be it. But then he's not damaging your team anymore, so they can just build back from there. I think it's you.
All right, let's see.
Yeah. I really hoped that Riftwing would hold up longer than that, but the damage output from shock troop is just nuts.
Yeah.
And the damage he does to his own team is it matters, it's important, but it's not.
But the scavenge on the next card,
yeah, exactly.
sort of
The scavenge
help
offsets
people alive.
Yeah, and like I say, scavenge is really, really top tier in Little League. Like it's my first and last thought when a Little League pops up. I'm like, how many scavenge cards can I get on this team?
Yeah.
23 mana, everything but death. You know what? Let's do this. Yeah, let's do it.
So you brought Obsidian and you've only got one magic card.
Yeah. My strategy kind of changed midway through. When you're like,
yeah, I've done it.
I'm going to do this. Actually, no, I'm going to do this, and then you realize afterwards that So I didn't even until you said it. I didn't realize that I'd actually done that. But yes, I was like, I'm going to use Goblin Sorcerer and Obsidian, get him up to like 4 magic damage, which is a lot in Little League. To just work you from across the back row. And then I'm like, hey, I could do other sneak cards as well. So I'm just loaded up, just searched for sneak, and then just threw a whole lot of sneak into my back row.
Yeah.
So I'm not. Yeah, you won't land Affliction on me. Then I think I'll take out your last card pretty readily. But I think your armor is going to be more of a problem than I was envisaging. And your last couple of cards there have enough health that I can't just pop them off once each with the Goblin Sorcerer with his 4 magic damage. You're going to have too much. And I'm kind of glad I didn't play Magic forward because you got 2 Magic Reflectors up front, so you definitely were anticipating Magic from me.
Yeah.
You're probably really glad to see Obsidian. I think this is you, Bob.
Yeah, I think so too.
There's just too many ways that you win this one.
I mean, we've got shields here. We've got shields here.
Yeah, you got rust there.
Yeah.
Not that really matters because you're only attacking with magic and magic reflecting. Look, I might get lucky. Uraeus might poison you. Goblin Sork, finishes are off. I might work my way through your back row before you can do too much damage.
Yeah.
But I think looking at Biceratops and my Goblin Thief there, there's probably not enough health to withstand the barrage of magic damage that's coming my way.
But these two here are essentially to hold the front, but you're coming from the back, so
that's right.
That's the only chance that's the chance you've got is just because
right.
if you get right to these guys, they can't do anything.
Yeah. So all your firepower is at the back, but I think you've got too much health at the back as well. Too much health and armor for me to get through before those back cards do it. So I mean, I got 4 sneak cards attacking you here.
Yeah.
And that Goblin Thief is going to hit hard because and Uraeus, they're going to both hit hard because Brownie's there giving them Inspire. So it's going to be more incoming melee damage and magic and ranged to your back row. But I still think Biceratops will fall too quick. Because I was not picturing you attacking with much magic, and you do have 1, 2, 3, 4 magic attacking cards. So, yeah. Right, I'm really glad I didn't go magic heavy up front because you've got Amplify and then 2 magic reflectors. Look at that. Biceratops is almost dead already.
Yeah.
Bit of poison in there would have been nice, but in your last card. You are losing firepower fast.
Yes. I've got one attacker left now. No, that's it.
Oh,
I can't win.
No. Okay. I really thought that was going to be you, unless the magic reflect. He's going to get some bloodlust. But even then, you can't really. Yeah.
You haven't got any magic attacking anymore.
No, it's all just waiting for me to polish you off. Well, there you go. That was that ended differently than I thought. I really was able to pound the way through your back row.
Yeah.
I think the Inspire probably made all the difference there. I
just wasn't sneak ready at all. Everything was designed to hold from the front while I attacked from the rear. So sneak was probably the weak spot to my whole strategy there.
Yeah. Well, we've got 23 mana again, but all the splinters are available this time. What can we do here? What can we do with the Drunken Sailor, hey? Yeah, I'm happy with that lineup.
All right, I'm trying something extremely experimental here.
That's what the people paid their money to see. Oh, Fungi Boy, Fungus Flinger. And then you got Holosaur as the summoner. There's your Archon. He looks just like Holosaur. Yeah, that is interesting. Not entirely sure what you're going for here because you're going to Martyr boost your Gladiator, but he doesn't have
close range.
He doesn't have close range.
He does.
Oh, from the summoner, of course, from the Archon. Yes. Okay, all right, that's making more sense now.
Yeah.
And you've got your sneaky Scavenger Girl in third. You're doing some poison with your Acid Shooter. Dispel and Triage there. Spirit of that one here, Sheila's penultimate card, your second to last. Then we have...
and I've got Snare as well against your Flyers.
Another Martyr card. There. Yeah, I do have a couple of Flyers. I didn't bring them in as Flyers, though. I brought them in because Shatter on the Ice Pixie's like one of my favorite things ever, and that Pelican's like a tank heal for 1 mana. So I think your Fungus Flinger is going to die before he can afflict my Zenith Monk, and that's going to be the problem that you have. because the Zenith Monk is a bit of armor from Califrendel, a little bit of speed. Where headwinds is reducing your. I'm really glad I bought that. What's that? My third card with headwinds there to reduce your incoming range damage is going to be, I think, really, really good for me.
Yeah.
Because
I was
there's so much.
expecting you to defend against ranged at all.
No.
Yeah.
I bring her in because I see her and just click, right? I think it's a girl. Because headwinds, shatter, and poison in a 4-mana card is just delicious.
Yeah.
And it's the gift that keeps on giving. So I think this is me because I just can't see you getting through my Zenith Monk.
Mm-hmm.
And you keep in mind you're not really targeting him, right? So you've got a scatter shot and you've got a sneak, and the ones who are targeting him have got reduced range damage, and he's getting healed up by himself and the Pelican. So I think this is me.
Okay. Let's see. Whoa.
Yeah, the feasting seaweed, handy. I like opportunity in Little League because there's so often a weaker card in the back row there somewhere, just a little support card somewhere.
Yeah.
And so opportunities are really good in Little League. I lost my headwinds card, but I think the damage is done.
Yeah.
It's all me. Yeah, you can't get through that Zenith Monk Pelican healing wall again in Little League to have two heals on your tank.
Yeah.
Without where am I going with that? Yeah, 2 heals on your tank without any of the cards needing to be 5+ mana is a really cool lineup. 28, and we don't have water, and we don't have life. Who do I like here? All right. Oh, I submitted before you, Bob. Bob, that's the first today. You've been just stepping up to the plate and taking a swing real quick. Hey, Fletch, you want to come say hi to my podcast audience? No? All right. My 13-year-old lad's here. But he's a bit camera shy. All right. Well, your anti-boys up first are going to struggle because just, magic. My Thaddeus is going to reduce your incoming magic damage down to very reasonable levels. Do you have Affliction? Yeah, you do have Affliction there. No, is that? No, that's
Dispel.
Camouflage. I was looking at Camouflage on your cow lady there in a second to last. I think this is me. Your Continuum Seer is not scary because you're not speed boosting her enough. You need to basically fill up your whole rest of your team with slowness and swiftness.
Okay.
Slow and swiftness to make that a viable strategy. I've just got too much. Like my third card with 4 speed.
I'm going to press play because we're almost out of time.
Yeah. I haven't been keeping track of the time. Just musing. Oh, the Magic Reflect there from the Zenith Monk. Man, that card is just the gift that keeps on giving. I love me some Zenith Monk. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all me. Yep.
Yeah. Nothing to hit with anymore.
Good fun, Bob. Good games.
Yeah.
GG.
Alrighty. So thanks for joining us on 201. Congratulations once again to the winners. As you saw, prizes have already gone out, but we have 4 Chaos Legion packs to give away, Matt. How are we going to do that?
I think the RNG is going to be the winner.
Yeah. So I will give you 72 hours to say nothing.
I said,
you got nothing.
I said bounty a lot when I was talking about the chairman's bounty. So maybe if you incorporate the word bounty into your reply, we'll go from there.
So the first 4 people to comment. No, we're not doing that. So the goal, the mission is, should you decide to accept it, you must comment bounty. But I don't want to see bounty. Make it funny. Make it witty. Make it a sentence that contains the word bounty. That way, other people can't catch on what's going on. So if you just write a sentence that has the word bounty in it, after 72 hours, everyone who's done that, I will allocate a number, and then I'll just use an online RNG to pick 4 winners from everyone that's commented.
Yep, that's fair.
And we'll announce that next week.
And if you want to come on the show, put your hand up. Come join our Discord.
George's
we'll
blood,
make it happen.
looking at you.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyone, if you're new, you've been around forever. If you don't want to get your face out there, we can just do audio only. That's fine as well. But yeah, step up. Come say hi. Come join us. We're very casual and chill. It'd be great to see you.
Bob Fett, peace out.